What's up, Guardians? J-Man here, and today we're talking about the rarest items in all of Destiny 2. It's hard to believe that we're in the 6th year of D2, and throughout the game's history, there have been hidden relics that only a few players have been able to get their hands on. In this video, we'll be taking a trip down memory lane to revisit some of the least common weapons, shaders, emblems, and more. Just to be clear, everything being discussed in this video was able to be earned directly in-game at some point, so items that required silver or real money to obtain will not be included. And as we go through the list, I'm curious to see which rare items you got your hands on, so definitely share your collectibles down in the comments. With that being said, let's start by revisiting a secret activity from the days of the Black Armory. Every now and then, Destiny releases a puzzle that is so difficult that it can take days for the community to solve. And the Niobe Labs is widely considered the most difficult puzzle in Destiny history. In fact, it took the community 81 hours to solve, which is way longer than your average day 1 raid race. And even after all of the best strats were discovered, the community still struggled to get their own clears. Those who did earned themselves the Hubris of Niobe emblem, which was just over 60,000 talented Guardians. And as you know, this content was vaulted, so this emblem can no longer be earned, making it super rare. It's pretty common to find the Rampage or Kill Clip damage perks on weapons out there, but there happens to only be 3 guns in the entire game that can roll with both perks at the same time. These weapons are the Transfiguration Scout and Techian Force Fusion from the Last Wish raid and the Kindled Orchid from the Black Armory. So while these weapons themselves aren't the most rare, it is very uncommon to see the Kill Clip Rampage combos in the wild. Back in the day, there weren't good methods for target farming loot, and the weapons only had 1 perk in each column, making it extremely difficult to get the exact rolls you wanted. Plus, the Kindled Orchid is a weapon that has been sunset for a long time, so the only way to have one is if you hoarded one in your vault. So unless these weapons become craftable where you can select the perks you want, they will always be rare. I consider myself an avid Trials of Osiris weapon collector, but even I do not have the Adept version of the Tomorrow's Answer rocket launcher. While the regular version is pretty common, the Adept copy was only available for a single Trials weekend in April of 2021. I happened to be on vacation that weekend, so I didn't even have a chance to get a roll, but at that time Trials was plagued with cheaters, account recoveries, and an overall abysmal meta, so not that many people even bothered to try to get one of their own. In fact, taking a look at the data from Charlemagne, only 51,000 Adept Tomorrow answers were earned. Hopefully this comes back into the Trials loot rotation so I can finally get one. Let's be honest, year 1 of Destiny 2 wasn't the greatest in the franchise's history, and while many Guardians were taking a break from the game, a lot of folks missed out on Sagira's Ghost Shell. In addition to Curse of Osiris not being the best DLC ever, the questline to earn the Ghost Shell was pretty grindy. The only way to unlock it was by completing all 11 prophecies offered by Brother Vance on Mercury. On top of all of this, the Ghost Shell itself wasn't really special, and was mostly a cosmetic item. So between people taking a break from Destiny and not feeling the grind for a mediocre reward, Sagira's Ghost Shell is definitely one of the rarer shells out there. One of the community's hotter debates going on is the level of accessibility for Day 1 raids. Well, I think it's safe to say that the least accessible Day 1 raid of all time is the Last Wish. Back then, there was no such thing as contest mode, and the only way to be fully prepared for the race was to no-life the launch of the DLC to get your power level up to the requirements. Because of this, only 2 teams were able to beat the raid within 24 hours, meaning only a select few Guardians got their hands on the Day 1 emblem, Wish Ascended. I know if that were me, I'd literally never take that emblem off. As someone who's played in the Crucible for thousands and thousands of hours, I have nearly every triumph and medal in the game. But there is one gold medal that I have yet to earn, which is, I made this for you. You can earn this triumph by getting 50 defeats in a row in a single Crucible match. Getting 50 defeats alone is a challenge in itself, but to do this without dying is absolutely nuts. As you would imagine, way less than 1% of the player bases are in this medal, and with skill-based matchmaking added to the majority of PvP, I don't foresee many Guardians snagging this medal for themselves. My Destiny 2 veterans out there may remember the Refer a Friend program that Bungie created during Forsaken. If you were able to get Kinderguardians to accept your referral and try out Destiny, you were offered rewards in return. One of these rewards was the Shared Experience Sparrow shader that was earned after successfully referring 3 friends. This is pretty interesting because I'm 99% sure that this is the only Sparrow-specific shader in the game, and it even has this little animated effect to it. I unfortunately did not get my hands on this one, and since the Refer a Friend program no longer exists, it is now impossible to earn. What's a Destiny video without mentioning everyone's favorite game mode, Gambit? Believe it or not, one of the rarest gold medals in the entire game can only be earned while invading the enemy team. Maximum Carnage can be redeemed by defeating 7 Guardians in a single invasion. The reason why this is so difficult is because after defeating 4 Guardians, the Drifter will automatically pull you back to the other side. So the only way to actually get Maximum Carnage is by defeating 3 Guardians and then luckily popping a super that will get a second 4 Guardian team wipe. In fact, this is so difficult, it's only been done 38,000 times since Gambit's launch. Guardians, that will conclude our video for today, and I'm curious, which items on this list do you have? Or do you have a super rare piece of gear that wasn't on the list? Let us know down in the comments section, and if you enjoyed the video, help me out with a like and sub to the channel. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the Cosmodrome.